Hey everybody, what's up? Mike here with the watch list video for Thursday, October 3rd. The SPY kind of pulled back today to the 20-day, but put in a decent bounce. I got an email today from a newer member. I think they're a little bit confused, and that's fully understandable. When you first join our chat room, it's just not like other rooms, right? It's not going to be where I'm on the mic saying, hey guys, I just got long ABC or XYZ or whatever, right? And then you can decide whether to pile in even though I've already bought it or not. It's not like that. It's more of a team trading environment where a lot of you folks have taken the course and our A+ setups, and we're always working on new new A+ setups as well. But I never wanted the room to be all about just everybody following what the moderator just did, right? So it's more of a team thing. So when you're new, you might not understand some of the lingo, like me putting out I'm watching XYZ 5's buy zone, right? Bidding in the 5's buy zone, bidding in 2's buy zone. You might hear me say yellow line. All of these things can be explained in a few ways. One, just if you ask questions during the Q&A, right? Every day I put out a message saying, hey, if you have any questions, I put my email address, send them to me, and then I'll talk about it over the mic at 11 o'clock right there when lunchtime's kind of starting, right? That's one way. Another way, and we really want everyone who joins to watch all of our free webinars, because that'll get you caught up big time on the pullback plays and understanding buy zones, but really on a lot of the terminology. So the Q&A and watching the webinars are the two best things you can do. Please take advantage of both of those, all right? Let me slide this over. And also pause the video and read that little description of what we're all about. But just understand it's teamwork, and if you don't understand what a post means, ask me, man. Even if it's not my post, for the most part, I'll know what anyone's talking about if they post one of the setups that we teach, right? So take advantage of the Q&A for sure. All right, having said all that, speaking of yellow lines, one of my favorite calls today was by JTR, and he gave us JOBY, which had really nice news. I guess I can show you real quick. I don't want to make these videos too long, but JOBY was gapping, but we need to look at pre-market. So let's add that on there and then go to 5-minute candles. And I'll try to zoom in on that area, right? So JTR, as this was falling, and this is something new, right? This is a new experiment we've been working on. I'm looking for to buy the initial flush on something that was gapping in pre-market, assuming it meets all the parameters, and this one did. And JTR posted that it was probably on this candle that it was getting near the yellow line. I actually got filled at exactly the yellow line, 526. Worst case stop goes the green line. So you could teach a fifth grader, right? You buy here, your worst case stop is right below here. And then as you can see, let me pan out now, 526 was pretty much the low. It might have come down a couple more pennies there to 519. So you were never even a dime underwater, and went all the way to 632. And my memory escapes me, so forgive me, but somebody else also posted a similar idea on it. And I love the teamwork. I love when there's 2 or 3 posts, everybody, a few people seeing the same thing. So, let's keep that going. And keep in mind, what we do is, and that's what this list is all about, we focus on recently in-play stocks, right? Recent movers, including gappers for that day, which are going to be current movers as well, right? We always want to focus on the in-play stocks, and that's what to me makes stock trading way better than futures or something like that, because you've got like 8,000 stocks to choose from, and there's usually always something that's in play, right? So the more of us that are on board looking for that stuff, the better. All right. So anyway, let me go into what we're watching for tomorrow to hopefully catch an in-play trade, an in-play stock that gives an A+ setup. So JOBY had a nice headline with Toyota investing $500 million in them or something along those lines. Certainly could be back in play tomorrow. SMR also had a really nice run. I call these the baby nuke plays, right? Baby nuclear energy plays. So I'm watching all 3 of those again. The 3 that I watch are SMR, OKLO, which had a big day today, right? Kind of broke out, and then NNE also. Kevin P was all over this one today. Also gave a beautiful yellow line play, by the way. All right, so those 3 are back on watch. Woof, WOOF, is just kind of flagging here, right? Had this really nice run, and it's holding up really well. So up over this area. It might need to rest first, but I like the looks of that one. NVAX trying to break out of this range. WHLR had a crazy move. It doesn't look like a huge candle, but when you hover over it, you can see the low was 695 and the high was 1799. So that is a big candle. Certainly could be back in play tomorrow. Already talked about NNE. INDO, one of the lower priced oil plays in case the oil plays or oil itself gets moving. ENVX. Trying to break out. Nice volume today, right? And up, the recent high was right here, and it's trying to break above that. Again, really good volume. TOP. Big move today, certainly extended, but these, this actually went up to like 350 in after hours, but as I'm talking to you, it's trading at 308. So anyway, certainly these are in play. I'm going to put DJT back on watch. It had a nice move off the lows here, right? And then put in a red day, and then another red day. So I'm going to treat it like a bounce watch play. IONQ was on bounce watch today. I wish I could tell you I nailed this thing, but I didn't trade it. I was busy looking at Joby and other stuff, right? But this had a massive bounce today. So for me, it's, short-term extended again. And today was the day to grab it for a trade. But it's strong enough that as a day trader, we might catch a setup in it tomorrow. Same thing with RKLB, right? Also on bounce watch. I also didn't catch a trade in it. Probably gave it, excuse me, a nice gap down bounce play setup, but won't go into that now. CLOV. You don't see this too often. This was a big move, right? Look what happens when you go to 5-minute candles. I mean, that's not even a formation. That's just like a steady, slow, whatever that is, 45 degree, 50, 60 degree climb. I don't know. Crazy. But it has my attention tomorrow. MU, Micron goes back on watch. It's back on bounce watch. After the gap up on earnings, look at this. 5-6 days down in a row. Maybe worth noting that NVIDIA, which might help move Micron, closed at 118.85. As I'm talking to you, it's trading over 120, so it is moving in after hours. I think they had a nice headline. And then lastly, so Micron goes on bounce watch, and SMTC just goes back on bounce watch. It's getting back near this base here, and it's fallen pretty quickly to get there. So that's a pretty decent bounce play setup. We'll see if we get us up tomorrow. All right, that's it. I've babbled long enough. I'll see you guys in chat, and we'll build a list of gappers together in the morning. Have a good night.